in. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? How is everybody? There we go. How do I always feel like I'm a little bit late every week? Let's put that on the... There we go. Control room. That's what I needed. Control room. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. I want to go over Arbisource today. If you don't know, Arbisource has released a new update, and there is going to be a video out. There is going to be a video out on Thursday on the long form channel, so go check that out. But Thursday, it's going to be about Arbisource's new feature, which I think everybody now should get Arbisource. It's not a case of... It's not going to be a case of waiting until you start selling. You definitely need to get an Arbisource account as quick as possible. Quick as possible. Whoa. So, if you're new to the channel, I'm Ash. Go check it out. We are on the YT as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do it on this account. No. So if you've got any questions, as always, feel free to ask away. We're on the TT and the YT. Today we're going to look at the new feature. I am going to be doing a video released for Thursday, 8 PM. So make sure you check that out. And also we have got the Keeper course. So the Keeper course is going to be week 2 we're on. So go check that out as well. I'm just trying to get Arbisource open so then you can see what I can see, and then I'll show you my screen. But we can actually sell 45,565 products, which is absolutely crazy. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them if you're on both the YT or the YouTube. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the new Arbisource. This is linked to my account, so this is my setup. But this is the new features, and this is the restriction tracker. So what it does is it checks if you can sell products, and then once it's done all the checks to see what products you can sell and what you can't sell, then it goes and tries to auto ungate for you. So you're always going to be able to then sell different brands. So like you can see here, it has tracked 54,000, not 500, 54,000 different brands. You have got the ungated stock and we have got the restricted. We are going through this. It is just doing the weekly check. So once you set it up, every week it's going to do this rerun of checks. And that's just going to be really powerful to find them ungated stock, which you could sell. And all you do is you press that, and all these different brands, you've got all these filters here, which you could then go over. Either most profitable results, you've got average sellers, average BSR, and then you can click onto them and go check them out, see if they're in stock or not. You could obviously use the filters, exclusions, the ones which are out of stock, apply, and then you can just source. Analyze the products and source. So if you are interested in Arbisource, let me know. I could do you a bit of a thorough sourcing session on it. Just using this new feature, the restriction tracker, because we can also look back at our restrictions. We could, if you wanted to, instead of the most profitable results, you could do the average sellers. So you could be then looking at if it's got over 2 sellers or 1 seller, and then you'll be able to, those are going to be less likely private label as well. So yeah, if you, is anyone using Arbisource at all? Let me know if you're using Arbisource. If you're using Keeper and you don't think you're getting the most out of Keeper, there is a Keeper course which I am currently running. That is, I hope you can see what I can see. There we go. If you are interested in doing the Keeper course, we're on week 2. You do get access to week 1. You just missed the live recording of it. So let us know. 2 random ladies on the street. I'm just going to pin the Arbisource on the YouTube channel. So that gets you a 7-day free trial if you haven't tried it out already. Like I say, this is a new feature. It's good for UK sellers and US sellers. So you'll be able to then have a look at that. It does take a while for that initial check to do. So you've just got to be aware of that. But it can be really beneficial to try out. Is there any questions? I have got this on the wrong way, so I can't see if there's any chat. Lots of people clicking through. I bet there's people who are just hovering. They're not actually watching the stream. But you can obviously see on the YT what I'm doing on the screen. So we have got Arbisource's new restriction tracker. As you can see here, it's doing a weekly check. It's confirming the auto ungated brands, and you'll be able to then ungate. And we've got ungated brands by Arbisource, 22,499, and that's still being confirmed. So if you are struggling with ungating, it's definitely worth trying that 7-day free trial out, seeing what you can sell, and then moving on from there. But we have got a lot of different brands here. We have got 54,000 brands, which is massive. Is there any questions at all? Who's in the chat? Let us know. Do you sell on Amazon? Whereabouts are you in your journey? It'd be good to hear from you. Amazon FBA sellers need to be looking at Keeper as well. So with Keeper, like I say, I am doing the 6-week Keeper course. The 6-week Keeper course does contain a lot of information. We go over, I did run this course last year, but this is a new improved course, which a few people have are going through. You get access to the recordings, the live lessons, and the free downloadables which come with it. So if you are on the YT, I am going to show you that now. So as you can see, that's me, but these are the lessons. So we've gone over week 1 in the foundations. Week 1 is where I actually go over the website, and I know it doesn't sound sexy, but we've actually, there was stuff which I was showing and people didn't realize that you could use that to their advantage. And this is the thing, if you're not using what everyone else is, if people aren't using the same things as you, you've got an advantage over other sellers. So week 1 was over the foundations, how to set things up to reduce that overwhelming, because if you go on to a listing, sometimes it can be very overwhelming, which we all know. Week 2 is we've got the efficiency experiments. So this is going to be going over how to become efficient with what you're going to learn. You've got to think about building a process when you are doing this Amazon journey. And if you're thinking about it in the long term, if you put processes in place in the beginning, that's going to be better for you down the line. So efficiency experiments, we have got the Mad Scientist Keeper Helper, which is just to help you become better at sourcing, tracking how well your products are doing, your searches, where can you improve. You have got to experiment with this, and a lot of people don't actually save them results which you're doing. So this is a good way to try and keep track of things, and it's a bit of a hub for you when you're using Keeper and you're sourcing products for Amazon. We are going to go over a lot of other things, so tracking, we're going to go over product viewer. We aren't going to go over product finder, because that is what the final 3 weeks are of the 6-week course. We've got the week 3 data analysis. So how are we going to analyze products? You're wanting to make sure that you're checking the right things, you're understanding the data. If you understand that data, that means that you're going to be making better judgment calls. You're not wasting money on dead stock. Then you're also going to be able to source products which other people turn away because they don't think it's a very good product. This is what I use quite a lot to gain an advantage over other sellers, because sometimes SellerAmp's a good tool, but SellerAmp sometimes shows a product sells once, twice a month, but then you could then look at the data, the actual data, and then you're going to be getting that proper sales per month. So that's week 3. Week 4, which is we're going to start looking into the product finder filters. That is going to be looking at all the different filters. We're going to explain what they do, why we're going to use them, how can we use different filters to get similar results, and what angles we're looking for. Then we're also going to be looking at my favorite filters in this one. Week 5 is experiment time. So that's going to be an hour of me doing the filters. So we're going to look at different advantages which we're going to get. Why are we going to build these filters? You could then put it into the Keeper helper. You'll be able to make sure that you are sourcing, you know what your understanding is of that source, that search. So that's week 5 of the experiment. And then we've got week 6, scaling systems. So we're looking, last year we did the A to A. So last year was a good course with A to A involved, but I took the A to A out because if you actually use SellerAmp's advanced search, that gives you an A to A filter. If you don't know what SellerAmp's advanced search is, let me know in the comments and I'll show you. But week 6 was the scaling systems, and this is looking at longer term, less. This is like looking at growing your business. So scaling, this is more for the wholesale side of things. We're going to be looking at longer term, less competition. We're going to understand how we're going to go over a wholesale sheet. And it is a good way to make sure that you're using Keeper to its maximum potential. So if you are interested in that, that is the 6-week course. Like I say, week 1 is already done. We are then going to be, you will get access to that recording, but week 1 is done the foundations, which is the boring stuff. We've still got all the good stuff to come, which I'm looking forward to. If you want, let's have a look at something else. We can have a look at the Arbisource again. So Arbisource, like I said, Arbisource is a sourcing software. You will be able to go over the vault, look at all these different stores. That's scraping them websites, making sure that them websites have got profitable products. You could go onto these websites as you want. You could go to like Hamleys. You could then see if they're in stock, out of stock. Like I say, I have the filters for out of stock, because sometimes when you go onto a website, it says notify me if that store has got stock coming back in. We have got like Hamleys here. You can see you could buy this product for $19.99, sells $44.99. That's roughly £10 profit. Estimated sales $25 a month. You can check the other stores, so do a reverse search. If it's cheaper elsewhere, or if it's not got cashback, you might want to consider a different supplier. And then what you could do is go on to the Amazon listing and do that sourcing. You can do the reverse searches. I have done a lot of different videos on Celeramp and Arbisource on the tube, the YT. It's FBA today if you are on TikTok. So go check it out. It's a good place to learn stuff. You can source stores, you can source categories. If you want wholesales, you got wholesale, reverse search, custom scans. I really should be on my demo account, so then I don't accidentally click. So 1 second. I just want to show you that the ungating isn't actually a problem anymore. If you are on the YT, let me know. Give us a like. I don't know how you like on the YouTube, but I think it's a double tap of the screen. But yeah, we've got Amazon to Amazon as well. So if you are considering Amazon to Amazon, you're in the UK, this is going to give you not only UK Amazon to Amazon leads, but this is also going to give you Amazon to Amazon Europe leads as well. So you can see here, we're going to be buying these Crocs from Italy, roughly £20, and then you'll be selling them in the UK for that £38. Sells 50 times a month, but you'd have to analyze that product. So who's doing Amazon FBA? Is anyone in here doing Amazon FBA? Is anyone using any sort of different tools? Are you using Arbisource? Are you using Profit Path? Are you using... I can't even think of the other one now. There's lots of different ones. But I think Arbisource, for a UK seller, it's honestly my personal favourite. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Got product here. Buy price £7. Rough delivery is 52 pence. That's the thing. When you are buying from Europe, you have got to consider them shipping costs, because you will be paying shipping. You could buy it for £7.52. Sell this product for £18.15. That's £5 profit per unit, roughly 70% ROI. And believe it or not, I mentioned earlier in the Keeper course, we're not going to be doing A to A in the actual Keeper course. But the first week, which you get a recording of, that first week we did go over quite a lot of A to A. And then at the end, I paused the chat and I paused the live, and then people was asking other questions. So there is always a live Q&A at the end of the sessions. And they was discussing about VAs, virtual assistants, and what processes do I have in place, what do they do, and I was able to go over that with them, so then they knew what to expect, and it was good. It was good. But yeah, if you're interested in Amazon, let me know. We've got no likes. We've got one person watching on the TikTok, and we've got one person on the YouTube. There is going to be an event as well, so you've got to be keeping your eyes out. Make sure you follow me, because I'll be discussing it quite a lot. We'll be going over a lot of different things, but it's going to be a free event, I believe. I shouldn't say that just yet, because it's not 100% confirmed. I haven't had confirmation. I shouldn't really be talking about it, but make sure you follow me, and then you can get the up-to-dateness of if you wanted to attend that event. But this is what I was talking about, why we don't have the A-to-A side of things in the Keeper course anymore, because you have got the A-to-A flips here. This is roughly a bit similar. I did do a YouTube video on this, just going over how I would improve this, my personal opinion. And then this was fairly similar to what my my searches was when I was doing them, but we could run this now, and you will see that you won't be getting many results, because obviously Amazon to Amazon relies on price drops. If you've not done Amazon to Amazon before, obviously what I would recommend is having a look at the YouTube. I have done a how to get A2A products autopiloted, so you'll be able to find that as well there on the long form channel. We have got a lot of different things here, lots of like CDs. We've got private label things here. Like I say, this is where you would want to be improving these filters, so I'd be going over them and then improving. And a lot of these products are like private label, or they're not selling very well. But like I said, with Celeramp, the estimated sales are estimated, not confirmed. So you will want to go check them out, go see if they was profitable, not see if they could then sell many more times. So yeah, let me know in the chat if you've got any questions. Nick Hodges, welcome. How are we? Usually the live is a lot livelier than this. I don't know what's going off, but usually people turn up at the very end as well. So yeah, if you was doing your searches like this, so you've got a recent out of stock. So this is looking at the total sellers. Obviously that's going to be 20. That means there's going to be no sellers in there. You have got the 30-day off account. So you can see here, this is looking at from 5 sellers. So on the 30-day average, it was 5 sellers, and then it's dropped now to 0. We have got other filters which we could do. Me personally, I would be looking at that 30-day average buy price. So you could then go down sales rank prices. You could look at the new. You could look at that 30-day average, and then you'll be able to put a buy price in there. So you could probably say that we want it to be at least £10, for instance, because now we've got some sort of level of what a price is. If we usually go to the out of stock listings, you're going to be getting a lot of results where you'll be getting products where they've sold previously for like a £5, a £10. So like I say, you want to put that 30-day average in. I recommend higher than £10, but some people don't look at £10. You can press that and it does that search for you, and all these products have actually gone out of stock. We have got some private label brands here, so like this Snooperdori. What a weird name. I'll be looking at also products like this. So you've got Lily's Kitchen dental tube brush. Obviously, there's no one selling it at the moment. This product did sell over 400 times a month. Then you'd be looking for a supplier. And what I do like about Arbisor, Amazon as well, not Amazon, what I like about SAS is now they've linked with Arbisource. And this has been there for a little while, but Arbisource has recently announced that they have partnered up with SAS. They have been sponsored by them, and you could see this integration, how it works. You could be looking for if that stock is actually there at a cheap price to then sell it for a profit. So like this one, you'll be considering this product selling around £30 roughly. You could go in, have a look at that. You'll be able to see we've got £32 roughly, £30. We have then gone up to £38 for FBM, 78. So it's not even on there, 78. You'll be able to look at where we could buy that store from. So we could be doing the reverse search. We could buy this product from HMV, £22. You'd be putting it in there. I don't know why it's saying that there's an FBM offer, but it's showing out of stock. You'll be able to look at like the 30-day average, see if it's any profitable. You could look at the 90-day. If it's not profitable, move on. and it's fairly simple to use, and it's good integration. If you was doing out of stock listing like this, what I would recommend though is having a look at seeing where the buy box previously was. So you can see here, this FBM seller, they actually had a buy box at 35.92, which is £5 more than the average. So that product might be cheaper. And with us being FBA sellers, you'll be able to possibly up that. So you might even try and sell this for like $39.99. Hello, Marshmallow. How are we? If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Marsh, go on then. Let me know if you have got any questions. I could go over anything, especially if you're on the YT, because that is the place where I can actually show you stuff. I'm going to... Don't know why. I'm going to end the live on TikTok because it don't seem to be pushing me out at all to my usual audience, which is strange. There we go. Who is on the tube? Who's on the YouTube? Because usually it tells me who's on there. Usually it's one of the people who you talk to as well. So that is just a bit of a look at these different tools, if you say. Like I say, the Arbisource Advanced Search. We've got Arbisource itself. We've had a quick look at the ungated. So as you can see here, it was loading. The weekly check has gone up. We've only got 110 brands left to check, and then you'll be able to get that ungated stock. Like I say, you could look at the different average sellers. There was newest added, so I don't know where that's gone, so I might have to message our guy. You can search by how many results you want as well. So you can say, like, we want more than 5 profitable results, 9 profitable results, want over 100 profitable results, and you'll be able to go into there and you'll be able to go through them with the suppliers, how much you're selling the product for, and then that is Kushti. What's that one? I've sold something very similar to this. I don't think it was this one itself, but as you can see here, we have got an advantage. So let's have a look at... I don't know how to do this. Let's have a look. Because that is linked to my personal account. I don't want to just share everything. Everyone moved to YouTube for the live. Nobody's really on the YouTube, was there? It's, for some reason, there's nobody. I don't know what's happened, but I don't know if my algorithm's changed on TikTok, but I don't see any FBA content anymore on there. Are you on the YT as well? To me, it's just showing you don't have an M4. I forgot to get me thingy. I could show a Pokemon card. My little Pokemon card. Look at that one. Oh, there it is for the YouTube. Let me just make that screen a little bit bigger so you can see it. There we go. So that's my Pokemon card. We've got the Happy Father's Day card, V Edition, 2026. And the attacks are Little Man Hands, which is a joke between me and Rach. I have done videos on TikTok with my Little Man Hands. And then it is Protective Dad is my final attack. But yeah. It's going to be interesting. Have you, Warren, have you seen the new update for Arbisource? So Arbisource has released a tool where it goes over all the brands. So it checks 54,000 brands, and then you can see what you can sell, and then it auto ungates them as well. So I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you. So flip camera. There we go. So as you can see here, we've got the 54,000 brands, and it's currently ungated. I'm ungated in 45,977 brands itself. We've got the currently restricted in 8,172, and then we've got that what Arbisource has ungated me 22,788. So it's a good update, and then you could sort through which brands you're gated in, all brands tracked. You can see here we have got some brands which I am gated in. You can just select them ones. So what you could do with this information is have a look at the opportunities you're missing out on. So like for instance, you've got Adidas here. You've got, obviously, this is your average sellers for that brand, so 2. Then you've got the BSR average. Obviously, fashion is always going to be on that higher end BSR. But then you've got 7,600 brands which you could be looking at. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Welcome, Anthony. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Now you get to see my mug again. Oh, oh dear me. Yeah, I don't know what's happened with the audience. Non-existent by the looks of it. Used to be fairly decent. So if you sell on Amazon, let us know. But we've gone over Arbisource's new feature. We've gone over SellerAmp's advanced search, going over Keeper a bit, but I am doing a Keeper course. So if you're looking into Keeper itself, go check it out. There is a link in the bio for you to go check it out. 200 sales a month, this one. Right, so let's have a look at... That was the Keeper course. So if you are interested in the Keeper course, we go over foundations, efficiency experiments, data analysis, filter laboratory, experiment time, and scaling systems. So it's a live course, one-to-many training. Go and check that out. Tuesday nights is not the one anymore, is it? It used to be the place to be. This one's just dropped. It looks like it's already back up to normal price. No, it's not. You could go into that, have a look at the brand itself, see that it sold out immediately. What did it sell out in? Sold out in 11 minutes. People looking at buying that product for £10, sending it over, selling it for 24. £4 profit, sales 50 per month. Decent product. You have got £4 profit, 44% ROI. You've got a few sellers on here, so people might have brought it from elsewhere. But when you are looking at these price drops and looking at Amazon to Amazon in general, what you've got to be doing is, sorry, I just saw a seller which I hadn't seen in a while. Don't know. Yeah, so if you was looking at these, you want to be looking back at the historic data. So you'll be looking at 3 months, seeing where that price was roughly. You can see here 3 months. If we go on to, where's this? There we go. 3 months. The average price is 26.49, and then you'll be able to sing. Oh, thank you, Zara1. Thank you for the follow. And Musaka. I'm glad you enjoy it that much, Musaka. If you enjoy it that much, go and have a look on the YT channel as well. So yeah, that is selling on Amazon basically, or sourcing. A quick little sourcing session. Has anybody else got any questions? Musaka, have you got any questions, my dear? It's very slow tonight, but it is the summer holidays. I know that a few of the regulars have got children. I know Vanessa, she's also at swimming and stuff. But yes. Mischievous one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What I need is a little picture of a car in the background. Int it. Deary me. What will be? Does anyone actually sell on Amazon? I'm not looking at people who are interested in selling, looking for people who are selling. If you do sell though, you can obviously let me know. If you are struggling, you can let me know. Power Tool World. Did we order from? No, we haven't ordered from Power Tool World as well. That one looks decent. I am covering my screen, aren't I? If you've got any questions, feel free. I'll be happy to answer them. If you don't know what Keeper is a sourcing software, analytical software as well for Amazon FBA. All sellers should know about it. I am running a Keeper course, so it's a 6 weeks live course. We have done week 1, but don't worry about that. You will be getting access to that. Why has he sent that one? If you are thinking about it, we have got a live course. So that is going to be, there's a link in the bio for it. Right, that one's just strange. We have gone through week 1, which was the website, the foundations of the course, how to set things up, not to get overwhelmed on Keeper, because a lot of people, especially new sellers, do get very overwhelmed with the chart and the graphs going everywhere. Week 2, which is on Thursday at 8 p.m, we have got the how to become more efficient with Keeper. You get access to the Keeper helper. Then you'll be looking at all the other things which we're doing. So we've got the likes of how to analyze products. So you look at the data correctly. We've got then filters. Then we've got a experimental filter. And then the final week is looking at longer term products, wholesale products. Jodu, welcome in. How are we? Are you looking forward to Thursday? Have you been on the YT channel as well? Good, good, good. Have you been on the YT channel? No. It's just someone watching for quite a while and didn't say anything, so I thought it was you. I thought you had me on in the background. But do you use Arby sauce, John? Because they've done a. I'll show it on Thursday, but they have done a decent bit of an update. So it's a restriction. You're looking forward to Thursday. It's a restriction tracker. So all the products. So I've gone over. I'll show you. So, where is it? Here it is. So as you can see here, what it does is it goes through the brands, all the brands, and then it sees what you could sell and what you gated in. And then what happens is Arby sauce then goes and ungates you on all the different brands. It's a new update which they released last week. So it's all right. They released it yesterday, sorry. So you can see here, that means that you click that, and all these brands are what I can actually sell now. So then you could go and source these products. You can see here we've got like 950 potential products, which is on Arby sauce, which I could then go and purchase. We can see that the average amount of sellers on these listings is 1.1. You can see the percentage which there are, so what the average BSR is. When you're doing fashion, that's always going to be doing it. New Saka, brilliant stuff. You know the score, don't you? You know the Roger Moore. But yeah, that is the Arby source. You know the Roger Moore, New Saka. Well, if you are on the YT, we'll have a look into it. If you're not using it, use me referral link. Got to mention it because I think it's a decent update. You can then I'm doing a video on it on Thursday. So while we're doing the live lesson, there will be going to be a video released on the YouTube channel as well. But it's looking, you could then look at the gated products as well, see the opportunities which are there as well, see like what type of results you're missing out on. So you can see here like Adidas 7,600. The average sellers on there is 1.4. Percentage BSR is 19.6. Like I say, fashion, it's always going to be high. But then you can click onto that. You can have a look through it. You can see what's in stock, what's not in stock. You can actually filter the out of stock ones, so you could exclude out of stock. You can then apply that filter, and then you've got to just do your analysis of them products. So you can see here, like when you're doing shoes, you've got to just double check the size as well. So you can see this is a size 11 man. If you went to Sports Direct, you can see that that's available, not available. We've got the 11.5, so it's the wrong product. But you just analyze the product, and we'll go over that obviously in a couple of weeks, how to analyze products using Keep It Properly. But yeah, I think it's a really good update. Like I say, how many people could say that they go in, that they know what brands they can sell, and like even if you wanted to, you can search the brands as well. So you can say, I want to search Lego. That's going to come up. What if I'm ungated, I could press that. I could have a look, filter that out of stock. So apply that. You can see these are in stock. You could then move forward. This one's an inflated buy box, so this is why we're moving past that one. You can see we've got Disney. Lego Ideas Magic Set. That's selling. That's inflated price, but it'll still be profitable at that buy box price of £134. Then you've got E&E, which I don't purchase from. We've got Smiths. And you could go down, and we've got like Hamleys here. So in stock, press that. And it was in stock earlier. And then you've got like a product there. So Lego set, Despicable Minion, Banana car toy. You could be selling that for £44.99. So roughly £10 profit. So it's decent. It's decent. It's worth having a look at. It's worth having a look at. There is a link in the bio for the Arbisource link. Don't know if I could. No, I popped that. I could get the Arbisource link again if we do this. I did do a video on Celeramp efficiency features. Did anyone see that? How to become more efficient with Celeramp. I'm going to pop this link in here. I'm going to pin that one. There we go. And that is Arbisource. We are going off in 30 minutes. So if you've got any questions regarding Amazon or FBA, let me know. And I could help you. See you later, John. See you on Thursday. I don't know where our David is either. He hasn't been on for a little while. Our David, we've got quite a few people. I don't know if it's because I outed so many people, but God knows. Amazon FBA, Amazon FBA, Amazon FBA, Amazon FBA. Keychain from Lego itself is profitable. Not necessarily. A lot of beginners will actually fall for that. So it's just looking at the price and selling price. But yeah. While people's not talking, I'm going to have a quick gander because I've got a few products I need to be purchasing. NGT. What the hell is that? Carp fishing rod. Some Adidas here. 50 sales a month. Our reef. Castor oil. We've got some King's Sea Gillette. Woo! Post the newly generated highlight most popular. No thank you, AI. I wonder if I take this off. This board. Is it worth it now? There we go. Boards. Hide. Ooh. There we go. If you are selling on Amazon, let me know. I would love to answer your questions. I could help you. If you are on the YT, I have got the ability to show you what I'm looking at. So if you need help with analyzing products, if you need help with sourcing products, let me know. All it takes is you to take that step and ask. Buy price €20. £17.09. Sale price £42. 17.09. Sale price oh, 17.09. Sale price. The current price is actually £42, so £9.58 profit per unit. Sells 50 times a month. Beautiful, Bernard. Beautiful. We can look at the graphs. And then, oh, it's one of them. Oh, gosh. I can imagine getting a return of that. That'll be absolutely horrendous. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Loads of you are joining, but nobody's staying. It's boring, isn't it? Domestic Paradise. This one's actually a good one. This is one I need to pick up. Certainly need to pick this one up. There is... How many can I pick up? I can only pick 3 up. Good job, I've got a second buying account. Alright, so add to basket 1. Let's have a look at more products. Helly Hansen. Don't know if I could sell Helly Hansen. Jacket. Large, good size. We could be buying for €50. €50 is a bit steep. We've got some more Adidas trainers we could purchase from Germany. That will be Amazon to Amazon Europe. So you can buy them from there. It's 13.5. No other sellers, but I am currently trying to get ungated. Trying to get ungated on Amazon, Adidas. But I've just saw a big red flag, which is not the best. I wonder where they are actually selling. Adidas is saying Adidas is on this listing, which I didn't realise. Offers, historic data. When have they been selling since? First seen 7 months ago. You could see that's why I don't buy Adidas products. Oh my days. That could be £150 down the sphincter. Adidas, no good. Adidas, no good. We've got Bosch. Bosch? Welcome in, welcome in. If you're doing Amazon FBA or struggling with Amazon FBA, let me know. $26.40 buy price. Got a product here. Sells 500 times a month. $26.40. Sale price £50. Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. What's this one? It's a battery though. I'm not keen on selling batteries. Oh dear me, I'm tired. Me tie. Contiago. Ashland water bottle, 1364. It's a Ryzen buy box. No one's on it. People have been on it. No one's on it now. Buy box is shared. Average price is not profitable. It's not worth the risk. Oh, that one's interesting. This is the thing. It's actually cheaper to buy German tea bags, which is Yorkshire tea, than looking at the UK to purchase them. You wouldn't believe that, would you? Buy them from Europe for €15.48. This is where doing major analysis. Let's see. Sell them in the UK. More money. It's saying sell price is 37, but that chart's not showing 37, so I wonder if I caught that product on a spike. Not the good spike, a upward spike. I've sold these before. They're quite nice to sell. Buy price is 33.14. 33.14. Sells 200 times a month. Sale price is 74.29. But that is an inflated buy box. Look at the average, 65.59. £11.83 profit per unit. Decent pickup. I'll be picking them up after the live. If anyone does Amazon FBA or you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm looking at Amazon Europe. I'm just doing some sourcing, analysing products. If you're interested in starting or you want a little bit of help, there is a 15-minute free call, which I do offer, just to help you along your journey. That one's no good for me. Merrill again. Same type of thing, but just not as profitable. That one is 39.48 buy price, £12 profit. The average sale price of that is a little bit lower, so £8.77 profit, just to be on the safe side of things. We've got quite a lot of products here, which I've sold this product before. I knew it. I knew it. Sold this product before. It was a decent one. It sells 400 times a month. Sorry, what? It sells 50 times a month in the UK, sorry. Revlon. Fanatic. Skechers. I hate Skechers shoes. BLT. That is one brand which will not let you down. If you're starting to look for Amazon Europe products, just do a search of Bialetti. Bialetti is a coffee from, usually it's a coffee cup from Germany, Italy, sorry. And you could then look at storefronts on that brand. You'll be able to then have a look at who else is selling it, see what products they're selling, and then you'll be able to go ahead and do some storefront stalking. You'll find some products there easy. let's have a look at the restriction tracker again. I'll show you guys on the YouTube restriction tracker. This is a feature brought by Arbisource. It was released yesterday. This is showing the brands which we've tracked, so what they track. Oh, something's popping off. So you get to see here, this on the right hand side. This is what keeper tracking does. So we're talking like this, and it will pop up if I've got it open, and that is just a way of getting products for Amazon to Amazon. You can set it up for Amazon to Amazon Europe as well, and it's just really powerful. But like I say, the restriction tracker, what it does, it ungates the products. It sees what products you can sell, sees what's restricted, and then what it'll do it'll do a second run, a second cycle, and then you'll be able to, it gets auto ungated by Arbisource. So you can see here, Arbisource has done me 22,788 brands, which I couldn't sell before. Right, guys, it is 9 o'clock. It has been a very, 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 very slow one today. I don't think, apart from our John coming in and saying hello, there's not been anybody else talk apart from somebody who thought that he was a troll, probably a little kid. But I am going to head off now. It has been, like I say, a slow one. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. We have got the keeper training. So the keeper training is this course up here. There is a 6-week course. We have gone through week 1, but you still get the recording. Like you get recordings of all the other calls. Once it's finished, you get to keep lifetime access to them. Just so then you could go back, review the videos, and then go ahead, move forward with the actual usage of what's going off. There's downloadables, there's live events, and there is the free recording. So make sure you go check it out. There is a link in my bio, and it's just a good place to have a look and learn about Keeper. Make sure you're using it to its fullest potential, because a lot of people don't always use Keeper to the maximum potential. You can pop a chat in there, just so that you know. Right, guys, thank you. If you're not following already, make sure you drop us a subscribe. Make sure you drop us a follow. If you're interested in checking out the link in my bio, there is a few different PDFs in there. Free ones. There's paid stuff in there as well. So let me know if that's any good to you. But thank you. I'm going to end TikTok first tonight. And goodbye, TikTok. And I am going to say goodbye to you lovely people on the YouTube. Like I say, I do appreciate everyone who does jump on. I'd love some more questions, but that's the beauty of the beast. You get to sit there and watch my ugly mug all hour of this live. But thank you, guys. I'll catch you later. Make sure you give us a subscribe. Cheers.